Hey guys, welcome back to Virtual Playground TV, and welcome back to Out of Ore. If you look closely, you'll see that we're level 17. So yeah, we already hit 15. I already got the new rock truck. So these are the larger version. They're the 36 cubic meter rock truck. Um, Anyways, yeah, I didn't want to just jump on here and say, hey, I got level 15, then cut the recording and go again. I mean, I probably should have, but I was just trying to level up as quick as possible. And anyways, we're literally like 194 points away from level 18 and possibly being able to upgrade our wheel loader to the 10 cubic meter bucket. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna have to dump all these things into the sorting facility and let it do its magic over there, and we'll get our experience that way. I'm still slowly but surely expanding up here. Um, yeah, I'm kind of running out of coal. That's getting a little bit too tall, so I'm gonna have to make a second tier up on top of that. And then there's like a peak up here that just keeps going up and up. So yeah, I definitely got to make at least one, two, or three more tiers up there to take that peak off of there. But on this side, um, my plan was just go ahead and push this all the way back because it looks like. Let me just get over there and I'll show you. All right, put a cut in that just so you didn't have to watch all the running. But anyway, so here's the cut, and if I keep going back this way, it looks like the ground dips down. It should meet somewhere out here somewhere. Where if I just keep going straight, it should even out, which would give me a nice solid foundation, and then I can go left or right from there. And plus, I'm pretty sure, I know I dug into a little vein of coal, so I'm hoping what I'm standing on right here is some more shallow coal just to help with the experience gain. Yeah, I went from level 15 to, well, basically 18 super quick because I was digging dynamite holes, and I was looking at my experience, and I realized on hardcore, you get like 12 experience for every swing of your pickaxe. So I blew this up with dynamite. Then I took my handheld pickaxe and I just went through and mined as much of this out as I could without digging any deeper. And then what was left, I went ahead and filled up those rock trucks over there. Which yeah, we got to go ahead and empty those out, and then yeah, tick on over to 18. And there we go, level 18 finally. That felt like the longest grind ever. Uh, but yeah, that should get us the next wheel loader. We just have to look at the price. We might actually have to dig more material to make up more money. So we're gonna go vehicles, loader. The Arvik L11 is what we're looking at. That thing is so cheap. $234,000. You kidding me? Oh, I was expecting it to be so much more. That is the big one, right? Yeah, this guy's a 6'8", 6'5", 6'5". Yeah, that's crazy how cheap he is. I was expecting to be like, half a million or a little bit more. But okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and just grab him right now. And we'll do a side by side comparison of these two right here. He should be about almost time and a half bigger. Oh, he's a little chunkier in the back. Oh yeah, he's Okay, let me turn this guy around real quick, and we'll get an actual look. So this guy's bucket is 7.3 cubic meters, and this one over here is 10 cubic meters. So it's not quite 1.5 times. It's more like what would that be, like 1.2, 1.3 times bigger, something like that. But I mean, it's still a pretty good upgrade. It's going to cut down on how many times you got to go back and forth. And yeah, definitely from the back, you can definitely tell that the was it the L11 is a lot more of a modern wheel loader than what was this, the 1000, 10,000. But yeah, I mean it's going to help us quite a bit, I think, to move this dirt. Just about forgot to put my GPS on this guy. Let's see how many scoops this thing takes to fill up one of these loaders or the rock truck. So that's the first bucket. Gotta get used to that the height. Bucket two. That's bucket number three. Let's see where we're. Oh, that was. I didn't expect to be caught up there. Bucket number three. Let's see what that did for the truck. Okay, so that's basically the same thing as 4 buckets on the other wheel loader. So 3 buckets equals 4. If we throw another one on there, it's going to overshoot it just a little bit, I think, from what we did before. Shouldn't be too bad though. Let's go 4 buckets and see what it looks like. This is bucket number 4. Okay, it's roughly about the same, maybe a little bit more than what the other wheel loader did. But that's going to cut out one trip back and forth with the wheel loader, so it's going to cut out that much more time. Just out of curiosity, what's our next unlock look like? It's probably going to be a long ways away. So if we're going to look at rock trucks, okay, that's going to be level 30. We're just over halfway on that guy. So the next dump truck, that's 100 cubic meters. So that's definitely going to be one to look for down the road. But 100 cubic meters, I need level 30 for him. What about the next loader? Level 45? 24? Oh, he's a little guy. Oh, underground environment. So that's the underground mine wheel loader. We don't want that. But yeah, it looks like level 45. That's 21 and a half cubic meters and 26 and a half cubic meters. So, okay, those guys are over double the size that I am right now. Excavators. He's a small one. I think the one that I was eyeballing, he's a 5.5. Okay, yeah, so level 24 is going to be for this guy right here. He's a 5.8 cubic meter, 5.8. So he's going to take a little while to get to also. So we're going to be stuck with what we have right now for a little while. Um, anyway, so yeah, I guess with that being said, I better get mining some dirt. One there. One there. One there. One there. All right. That was exciting. I just got to go and clean this all up, square it away. Fun stuff. Well, the storm's finally over. And yeah, I was mining throughout the night again. And I mostly got it pushed back to where I was saying I wanted to go. Just go around the corner here. Basically, right where this, right about here is the lowest part of this hill. And yeah, if I could push this back all the way to there and then push it back that way, then we're going to have to redesign because if you look at it, look how far down the separating facility is now. It's all congested or compacted way down there. We might have to redesign it, spread it out a little bit more, because I also know we have some silicon in there, and I don't have a high temperature smelter right now, so we can't take advantage of the silicon. We could do gold and stuff like that. And I'm also thinking, since I'm using 3 trucks, but I might do like a loading system with conveyors and hoppers and stuff, and splitters to get 4 trucks, and yeah, you just unload it and into a bin, a hopper, goes to conveyor, goes to splitters, goes up some ramps, goes to more splitters, then it just conveyors into the trucks. So that way I can like set it up real close to where I'm mining at, and then just back the trucks up into it. So I could do that, because like I said earlier, we have these toys and I want to use them. I want to use the trucks, I want to use the wheel loaders down the road, I want to use the excavator if I could figure out what to use it for. Um, but yeah, I just don't want to make a conveyor that I just dump into and then it just takes it straight to the sorting station. Um, that just seems a little bit too gimmicky to me. I know that they have really long conveyors. I forget what was it, like Sweden, Switzerland, somewhere over there. Might have been in Africa somewhere, some mine. I don't remember exactly. But it's like the longest conveyor system there is. What was it, like 30 miles long, something like it was ridiculous length. Probably should look it up before I start blabbing things. Just trying to go off my memory. So I know it's possible, but it just seems a little gimmicky, especially this early. Just a small operation. Now, if we had this hilltop right here, and then we was shipping all the coal across to another hilltop to be used or put into like a power plant, or maybe like when we get to iron and stuff, send that to an iron smelter and do that. That'd be kind of cool. I'm just going to see if I can push this back a little bit more, and then yeah, either call that a video on this one, and then the next video we'll go ahead and we'll redo the separating facility and the smelters and stuff like that. Okay, I changed my mind a little bit. Um, I'm still going to push that back a little bit, but I'm going to use that as test dirt to make sure that the conveyor loader system for the trucks are going to work. But before we end this episode out, I think we're going to go ahead and build that loading station. It's not super complicated. What's the stuff we need? Purchase, buildings. No. Factory, I think. Conveyor. Yeah, okay. We need a big hopper. I think it was straight pieces, wasn't it? There's a splitter. And then just get some distance, I guess. So we could probably do a up 4, snap build it. No, we're gonna grid build it, I think. Put it at an angle though. This isn't gonna be connected to that stuff, so we can actually go a snap build. Probably, yeah, just put it on the end here, up piece, and then from the 8 we're going to need another 8 because we don't want it too close to where we're at, to where we're loading it at. Okay, so now we're going to need a left angle piece. Okay, I'm going to split that out, and then from this splitter we're going to raise it up, probably just an 8-4, but we need 2 of those. We're going to use these fours, one on each side, kind of like that. I'm going to get a rock truck. Yeah, get a couple rock trucks and see exactly the spacing we need. Kind of park them side by side with a little gap like that. And then we're going to need a left angle and a right angle. So, where are they at? A right 2x, a left 2x, this guy, and this guy. Yeah, they're tall enough, but I think we're going to make them a little bit taller just to double, make sure that we're going to clear things. But we're going to go ahead and get another 2 more splitters going. Is that kind of far? I mean, it does look kind of far apart, but that should be fine. 2 more splitters. Those are going to go on the ends. And then put one on this end. And then we'll probably just go ahead and do 4 of the 4x4 ups. 4 of these guys. And then basically just going to put little chutes like this on each side. My guy's definitely getting the exercise. He's running all over the place. Like that. So that should be, I probably didn't need to go as wide, but that's fine. Okay, now I just got to clean it up a little bit. So we're going to go and get some of these steel blocks. 1, 2, 3. Need 2 more for back here. Okay, give it a little bit of support. I mean, you don't need it in the game. I think machinery and stuff like that you can build forever. But I mean, it just makes it a little bit more believable because you're not going to have a big old chunk of metal just hanging out with all that weight and all that vibration without some kind of support. And then I think we're going to need 8. Let's just go 8 of these. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on this side, do the same thing. That should work. I could get some of those. Let's go to mesh. 10, 20, 40 of these. Let's see. Here I was all confident that I didn't need to do a snap build or whatever, or grid build. So I just want to make sure that I'm nice and straight with everything. I guess I could just eyeball it. Go 2, 3, 4, one more. Well, that's way off. Now if I take and back this guy up now. Back him up all the way on there. It looks pretty much even to me. I think we had some cones. Yeah, there's some cones. Take and just put some cones on here. And that should be able to go right into that. And then let's see if we can do the same thing with this one. 3, 4, 5. Before I put a truck on it, where I can at least still kind of see what I'm doing. That should be a little bit better. Something like that. Yeah, and this kind of simulates too if you put down the metal grating or the mesh. Because if you go to a mine site, they don't have um, they don't have concrete just poured everywhere. In the fancy places where the offices and stuff are, the visitor reception type area, sure they might have a blacktop or concrete type, parking lot. They might have sidewalks. Um, but for the most part, if you're going to go to like it's a heavily trafficked area, they're not going to have concrete. Concrete costs way too much and takes too long to set up. So yeah, they'll just throw down these metal like grating all over the place. It's not quite this style, but I mean, for what we got, I mean, it'll just have to work because we don't have anything to actually compare to an actual just a grate. But they'll put that down to help with erosion control, help with heavy vehicles. That's just going to be destroying the roads anyway. And yeah, it just helps out, and it's a quicker, a much quicker um, material they can use to build a temporary roads or landing pads or whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to go through and start smacking this, just trying to even out the edges a little bit. And it's okay if the dirt gets, caught up in between the grate, because this is going to be like spilled dirt. It's going to blend it right in. Like, yeah, this is just dirt that fell out of the conveyor or whatnot. It's getting caught in the slits in the grating. Okay, now let's see if I have enough money for another rock truck. Vehicles, rock truck. No, I don't. So what we're going to do is basically take out this splitter right here. Wait, is that going to work or is that going to mess everything up? Gotta take this guy out. Take out the splitter. Take this guy out for now. And then we should be able to do a right. And then gotta figure out what that's going to be. I think it's going to be a 4. Okay. And then we need a 1. Just a little... This guy. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead just test it out real quick. I'm going to wait till the storm's over. Then I'll bring you guys back so we don't have to listen to all that. Alright. I just reloaded, and that made the storm go away, so that's perfect. Alright, let's hop in the wheel loader. And we're just going to put a couple loads. Yeah, we made it perfect. If we would have went just one 8-meter section right here, or a 6-meter, 2 6-meters, this pad right here would have been way too close to our hopper. So we made it just perfect. Okay, so dump this in here. Then when it gets up to the splitter, I could probably actually go over by 1 on that one. This one's like right in the middle. That's perfect. But this one needs to go over just a little bit. I mean, it's still loading. But it could go over just a little bit more if I wanted to. Each truck takes 4 loads. I know with the conveyor system you lose some material, but so it should mean math and bedtime is not a good combination. 8 loads. That's what I need. I need 8 buckets, and it should fill up those 2 trucks, or at least get them close to full. So let's go ahead and throw in a couple. Let's do some 8 buckets real quick. Just see what it looks like. See what it does. All right, one more, and should be good to go. This should be number 8. Well, they're both loading. And it does look like they're overfilling. Okay, yeah, that overfilled it pretty much right where it was to begin with. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Um, we have this little thing built. That should help us a little bit with some time saving. I do need one more rock truck. Then we could add this section onto it. What was it, like $400,000 or something we needed? So yeah, need a little bit more money. Then we can add this side on, and then load 4 trucks at once. I still got to push that back. I'm not going to do that tonight. I was thinking about it, but I do need to get to bed. I got to wake up early in the morning. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Got level 18, got halfway through level 18. Um, we got our new wheel loader, and yeah, set up this little contraption here. So it wasn't too bad. All right, guys. Until next time. Later.